Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. We're gonna continue Case 5, because why not? I'm doing something slightly different this time. I decided to put my mic on my desk, and I'm hoping that maybe it sounds good. I honestly don't know. If it sounds like shit, then I'll fix it later. But for now, you're gonna get that, because that's what I feel like. Now, let me tune into the game. There we go, that seems good. Alright. Yes, start playing. If this sounds shit, I mean, I don't have to do it next time. Oh, there was a bang! Oh shit, and I also tabbed out of Twitch, that's not good. After them, go! Behind that door, in the storeroom, hurry! Oh, I thought that was Ryunosuke saying, like, behind that storeroom. It's Gina? Why does she have a gun? That's not very good. From that moment, Windy Bank's pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. The arrival of the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, and the questioning. It was just before dawn before I was allowed back to my lodgings at 221B. 16th of April, 6:21 a.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy. Oh, Iris.
A telegram came, but all it said was, wait at home.
Oh, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply impossible to come back.
When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Gina were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Reno?
Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard not to let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything that I know.
Something awful has happened, hasn't it?
Yes, I'm afraid so. Actually, I don't usually do this, but would you guys mind if I had to listen to my voice? Okay, it doesn't sound too bad. It's gonna sound weird because it's coming... Basically, what I'm doing is I'm projecting my voice, but my mic is, like, to the left of me. So it's gonna sound very weird. Again, I know it's probably gonna sound shit, but it's for the sake of being comfy, okay? Yes, I'm afraid so. I've only been here in London for about 2 months, but my desk's starting to look a little messy already.
Hurley's just is far worse,
I'm sure if I try hard enough, I can make my desk as messy as Mr. Sholmes.
I wonder.
You don't think I can?
Well, it takes a certain genius to reach that level of disorder,
The path to true mess is long and arduous, it seems. I think this is about as close as I can get my mic. Yeah, any closer and it's gonna be like tipping off the table. I mean, I could also like scooch over a little bit, maybe, yeah. What's with this like super serious music? Spring at last and the weather's warmer now, but I love the smell of fire and steam rising from the kettle.
Oh, how about some tea, Reno?
Thanks, Iris, but I'm alright for now. With the great tea Susato-san makes for me from time to time, and Iris' unique herbal infusions, this place is paradise for a true tea lover.
If you're sure, you know I always have plenty whenever you're feeling thirsty.
What, are you gonna shoot? You're gonna shoot, tea out of your gun or something? That spade's been here since we started renting the place.
Bruno, that's not a spade. It's a shovel.
Oh, you're a shoveler, are you? I had a feeling you'd pick me up on that.
Oh no, a pick is something else entirely.
Now I've dug myself into an even deeper hole. Tea! So this is the tea set that Miss Susato brought with her from Japan. Let's hope she hasn't noticed me slipping sugar and milk into my cup when she makes it. It's just so bitter.
Susie's lovely green tea has quite an impact on Hurley, you know. He stops putting milk and sugar in his coffee, even. And Hurley's normally bitterly opposed to bitterness.
Ah, is it really that good? I didn't expect that. Oh, wait, hang on. Your, Daruma doll. Oh, the Daruma doll I brought with me from home. Still with only one eye colored in. I decided to color the other eye once I won my first case here in Britain, but...
That's cruel. Only letting you have one eye?
Yes, but it's because I don't consider myself a good enough lawyer yet, you see? Once I become a fully fledged lawyer, Miss Susato will color in the other eye for me.
Well, in that case, why not color in the other eye now? And then every time you win a new case, give it an extra eye. You can never have too many eyes, you know.
That sounds funny. Call me crazy, but I've never considered that. That's cute. I liked that interaction. Did Susato never tell us about the fucking, thingy? The telegram? Yeah.
Oh? This looks like a telegram.
It is, but you mustn't open it. Not under any circumstances.
Alright, I won't. Now then, let's see.
No, what did I just say? You mustn't open it.
Don't worry, I won't. With this special concoction I developed, I'll be able to see through the envelope without having to open it.
He's such a smartass. No, that's not allowed either.
Oh, then I'm sure it's something important.
Oh, genius sure can be mischievous. Oh yeah, Susato's room. Do you know, I've never seen inside Miss Susato's room. I haven't so much as put my head around the door.
Oh, Susie often invites me up. It's so much fun.
Really? What's her room like?
I can't tell you that.
Oh.
A young man's private chamber is a place of bittersweet secrets, you know?
Where have I heard that before? So some things are the same as the world over. Oh yeah, there's the fishy. I like a fishy. We're rather lucky to find that old aquarium left behind here. The prawns they put in there are doing rather well. And the anemones, too.
Apparently, tanks like those were very popular in London before I was born.
Oh, you mean they're not anymore?
I think people discovered it was too much effort to clean them and change the water all the time.
I can believe that. Prawns and enemies are fun for a while. Well, maybe taking care of that, something like that would be good for me. Oops. Now, her expression's, like, now serious again. Oh yeah, I guess Iris is the only one with us right now. Like, we don't have Sholmes to talk to, or nobody. I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windybank's dead. He was shot. He discovered in the early hours of the morning.
Oh. Yes, I had a feeling.
You did?
Well, I saw all those police carriages pulling up side of his shop. So I knew something must have happened there.
When we entered Windybanks in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of 2 thugs. They ran out onto the street, and I chased after them, but they got away.
So, it was one of them who shot old Mr. Windybank, I suppose.
I don't know, but it's not what the police believe at the moment.
Oh, why not?
They've arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see? Gina.
Guinea? Why?
Well, the thing is,
No, Guinea would never do something like that.
I know. None of us think she did it.
Then why have they arrested her?
I'm sorry. There's nothing I could do. We'll have a look at that in a sec.
So where's Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He really ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meals.
I don't want you to worry, Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to the hospital this morning.
What?
Well, when we entered Windybanks, a gun was fired and he took a bullet.
Hurley was shot? No.
It's alright. His life isn't in danger.
Really? Are you sure? Where is he? Which hospital?
He's at St. Sinner's. They're tending him there.
I must see him at once.
I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't.
Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed.
No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. He's not allowed any visitors. They're preparing to operate, you see?
To operate? Oh, poor Hurley.
Damn, so much bad shit's happened. God. Hold on. I want to make sure I have chat open just in case somebody joins. It was the two thugs who were in Mr. Windybank's shop. They shot at Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them, you see. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them! Go! After that, I ran out into the street, but... well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm so sorry, it's my fault. I let them get away.
I think that's a very good thing.
Sorry?
Well, if you'd seen which way they went and chased after them, he might have been shot as well, Bruno. On top of everything else, I can't bear that.
Oh, Iris.
Where's Susie, Bruno?
She's still at the police station.
Oh, why?
I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while.
Why aren't you there then?
Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. And Miss Susato stayed behind at the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later.
I see.
Besides, one of us had to come back to be with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early.
You should have let me know and I would have come to the station. I don't understand why they arrested Guinea. It's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, they shot Hurley dead, didn't they?
No. I mean, Mr. Sholmes isn't dead, Iris.
Ugh, this is all so horrible.
Thing is, Mr. Windybank was found on the floor in the storeroom where he keeps all the deposited articles. And the storeroom door was locked from the inside.
I see.
But he wasn't alone in there either. Gina was found next to him on the floor as well.
Oh no.
And according to the detectives who investigated afterwards,
Don't tell me. There is no one else in the room?
Yes, exactly. How'd you know?
It's the only explanation.
Yes, the only explanation indeed.
What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well?
What can I say? I'm damned if I agree, damned if I don't. I'm afraid I'll need to go out now again, Iris. There's not much I can do at the moment. But I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on.
I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno. I can't just stand around here waiting.
Not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old child to the scene of a murder. I don't want to leave her all alone here either. Alright then, Iris. Perhaps you can help me.
Oh, yes. I'd love to.
Gina's at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably in his hospital bed.
And don't forget, we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a thorough investigation.
Ah, I can see you're ready for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Yay! Alright. I think we should probably move. So now, Iris is our assistant. Well, that's lovely. So we can go to the prison.
You haven't been to this place yet. Don't forget to take me when you go.
The prison cell where Miss Gina Lestrade is being held pending trial. We need to do all we can to help her as quickly as possible.
It's always a bit quiet when Hurley's not around. I love the attic rooms, don't you? They're so exciting. This place feels different to normal today for some reason. You know, I think a visit to this place could be a good idea.
Pawnbroker shop on Baker Street, the proprietor of which Mr. Wendybank has been murdered. The police are investigating in shifts around the clock. Well, it says the prison's important, so we should probably go there first. Local prison, cell 13. Hello, Gina.
Oh, you still have the grading launcher Hurley and I made.
Oh, she'd point at me all the time, though.
What are you here for? Guinea.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in trouble. So you're thinking that we might be able to help you.
Huh? Well, you can't.
Sorry?
Yeah, get lost. Don't be like that, Guinea. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Oh.
You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I serve me chance, I sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I can lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Guinea...
I'm being caught tomorrow, they said. Just said, come over here, boy. Wait, fuck. Some cove came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for something like. Said he was more right or something. Boy, I tell him to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried.
Why are you being like this, Guinea?
Well, let's... Here, look at my armband. We should have a look at, That's strange. Where's my armband gone? What's the problem? Something wrong? Don't suppose. You looking for this? Oh, I think we've seen this again already. Well, good to know she still has the magic to do that. Okay. Well, let's converse. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers. Representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway. Whole trial. They opinion on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do.
Why do you think that?
Because that's how it's always been for me. Growing up in the back slums my whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, you're gonna get your mates dragged off by the coppers, or worse. I had it happen to me before and all. Didn't sold out, nearly snapping me on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. As soon as you do, you're done grass, dead. Gina, listen. If you like, in tomorrow's trial, I could... Forget it.
Gini? Don't you trust Bruno?
Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Not gonna happen, sister. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbrokers? There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest.
But why, Gini? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? Place full of stuff for you sell for the shilling too. Diving ain't easy, you know. It's a lot of work, and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I'd say would make a blind bit of difference.
Please tell us, Gini. We'll believe you, whatever it is.
Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. Oh, I've told some unforgivable lies, I have.
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies?
Unforgivable lies? What did you mean before, Gene, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you've told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna question me now.
Gini, please.
Oh yeah. I want to give you this. Something to remember me by. It's a kitty. Photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in me having it.
I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in the pocket of an overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Gini.
The white cat photograph. Photographic depicting a sweet little white cat obtained from Gina while interviewing her in a prison cell. Well, can you tell me something about the cat? Gina, about this photograph? Oh, that? I just found one of the pockets of this coat, that's all. Chuck it if you don't want it. So Miguel didn't give it to her? There's something written on the back, I think. There is? Don't mean not on me, though. I don't read it so well anyway. Especially not that scroll. I really ought to examine the photograph more thoroughly, I think. I was actually just gonna do that. Oh, what the hell is this? Like on the back of this print here, there's something written on it.
13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited, 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption deadline, 13th April, 9 p.m.
So this photographic print is a redemption ticket?
13th February? That could be significant. It was just 2 days before the murder on the omnibus, wasn't it?
Small box? That doesn't tell much about it, does it?
If Mr. McGill had still had the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. So do you think the box might be still present somewhere in the shop?
Ah, yes. If it's something Mr. McGill had posited, we need to investigate. Okay. So now it's not even like... Now the cat's not even important, obviously. Imagine if we had to fucking examine the cat, be like, this cat is the, like, it solves the entire case. That'd be fucking funny. Alright, wait, what do you have to say about this now? Here, Gina, look at this.
No talk.
I wasn't saying you could have it.
Oh, wouldn't ya? Well, when someone says I can't have stuff, it makes you want it, see? So you better hand it over now.
No, I'm not giving it to you. Alright, so... Any reason to go to Baker Street? No, just for, like, fun dialogue, I guess? There's still a Scotland Yard carriage outside Windy Banks.
I never imagined we'd be investigating a case so close to home.
Poor Iris. She's very upset by all this. I'm sorry. I was there. I should have done more.
None of this is your fault, Runo. So please don't apologize.
But
It's the criminals who are to blame for all this. So let's investigate and work out how to catch them.
Yes, you're right. This is some nice music, too. It's already been 2 months since we've been taking lodging here's. Still can't quite believe it. I never expected things would turn out like this.
When Hurley comes back home, let's have a big party.
That's a great idea. Sure won't be long. Mr. Sholmes is very tough.
Yes.
Okay, I think that's everything. There's only a few things here, but I wanted to get that dialogue. So are they just gonna like kick us out of here or something? Feels a bit like we can do some exploration.
This is where it happened then? Last night?
That's right. The 2 thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place looking for valuables.
But apart from the policeman in here, you didn't know anything had happened. There's no sign of disturbance.
What about that glass on the floor? No, you're right about that, actually.
In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seem to be the ones doing the ransacking.
I know what you mean. They're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Why that? Wait, that's Luigi. Oh, Inspector. Good morning.
I suppose I have to thank you for your vigilance last night. We got to the scene before it was disturbed, at least. Shame you let the 2 rogues get away, mind.
Yes, I'm sorry about that.
I thought you'd assign extra men to the beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley's been injured because there weren't enough police on duty.
Oh, your ladyship! No one told me you were coming.
I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley, and she has the very best medical care.
Of course, your ladyship. The very best doctors in the capital are attending when we wish to speak.
And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminals is the police's job.
Absolutely, your ladyship. As you say, ma'am, as you say.
Damn, he's such a softie, isn't he?
The gent in black is totally blameless. Everyone's agreement about that.
Would you believe it? He's like a completely different person with Iris. Talk about a personality change.
Oh, where are me manners? Are you thirsty, your ladyship? Perhaps you would like some juice? Some nice refreshing fruit juice?
Oh, why? Are you thirsty, Gregsy? I have some of my special herbal tea with me if you'd like some.
Oh. Oh, lovely. Not very much. I really hit the spot, your ladyship.
I don't even recognize him like this. Maybe he's just good with children, I don't know. You never know. He seems like the kind of guy. Alright, well, why don't we examine everything? The police are scouring every inch of this place by the look of it.
Instructions from the yard to examine every article in the shop and every ledger of book of accounts.
Every article? But that's a ridiculous amount of work, surely.
We've been hard at it ever since the shop was declared a crime scene in the early hours. We're sifting through it all shifts at least, but still. We'll be working through the night, that's for sure. Even then we'll have barely scratched the surface.
Crime and pawnbrokers. That's the every policeman's worst nightmare.
It's every cop's worst nightmare, you know? A crime and a pawnbrokers.
Yeah, you know what else is a nightmare? The fact that I can't fucking talk.
Alright then, let's see what we can uncover.
Boy, what do you think you're doing, sunshine? You can't touch anything in here.
Oh, but we were hoping to investigate.
This is a crime scene, for Pete's sake. No touching.
What's the problem, Gregsy? Reno's a lawyer, you know that.
Oh, I'm very sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn in my side. Of course, if it's in our home to improperly appointed by the accused, that'd be another matter.
The accused?
You can show me some representation papers. I'd be only too happy to let you nose around.
Do you hear that, Reno? You need Gina to sign some representation papers.
Looks like for sending a detective here with the paperwork's the only way. Look at him dancing around. Okay, so I'm going to guess that's everything then. Wait, what's this guy? This officer's been staring intently at the wall since before we came in here.
Sure, keep it down.
Oh, sorry.
There's a major clue just here.
Really? Then we must tell Gregsy at once.
But as soon as I report it, that'll be it. I'll be stuck here even longer.
Stuck here? What do you mean?
I haven't been home in 2 days already. I need another constable to leave me and take over my shift.
They really have a tough time, the British police.
That doesn't stop us from anything, though, does it?
No, I suppose not. I'm really sure it was the calendar he was peering at. And this guy is the same? I think that's it. Well, at least we got that fun bit of dialogue. So, how's the investigation going, Inspector?
Nothing to it, really. Very simple case, these. There's some very definitive evidence. We're just about to charge that diver we arrested last night, in fact.
Gina? You're gonna charge her?
That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the payday tomorrow.
Definitive evidence, you say? What is it? Come on, show me.
Your ladyship, as much as I wish I could oblige you, I'm afraid...
I see. You've already captured the pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you?
What the...
And you're gonna put them on the stand as witnesses, are you?
How could you... How? How could you possibly know that?
I had a feeling, that's all.
Remind me never to try to keep a secret from Iris. So you've arrested 2 men who shot Mr. Sholmes, have you?
Well, yes. They were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the beat.
And Miss Lestrade is being held at the prison?
She should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jail, of course.
He's gonna have some of his chips. I like how his chips just, like, instantly respawned. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition?
Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge that information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential.
Well, I know he's being operated on at St. Sinners. Why can't I see him? I'm family, you know?
I'm terribly sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital's policy. No visiting at all.
Oh.
The bullet must have hit his artery. An artery in his midriff. He's lost a fair bit of blood.
Oh no.
He didn't seem too bad in the first hour or so. But a hemorrhage like that's enough to make even the one and only Sholmes pipe down.
Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know?
Well, anyway, he's having an emergency surgery right now. They gotta stop that bleeding.
But he'll be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better?
Oh, of course, your ladyship. He'll be as bright as rain before you know it.
Really? How do you know?
How do I know? Well, of course. Oh, yes, cause Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why.
We better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what's needed to make someone well again.
Oh dear. Please don't die, Hurley.
I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operating theater.
Her ladyship. I couldn't help noticing, Inspector.
What? Out with it, sunshine.
Oops. Still no messages in chat, I see. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris.
What the sauce, Sonny? I'm a copper. We don't go into favoritism.
But he's right. You did treat us differently.
It's because of those Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes stories, that's why.
Oh, wait. I might know why. It's because she's the daughter of Wilson. Maybe he, like, liked Wilson or something. Oh.
I caught up in it, don't I? Inspector Tobias Gregson.
Oh, well, yes. Because you're an acquaintance of Hurley's.
What did you write about the inspector, Iris?
I don't remember, really.
It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of the Scotland Yarders, is how he put it.
Oh, did I write that?
And do you know what that one line did for me? Eh? The very next month my pay doubled. Doubled, I tell you.
Ooh, that's amazing.
All because everyone at Scotland Yard reads them. They read all the Sherlock Sholmes stories. They've even set me up a fan club.
Of course. That explains everything. It was around that time you became such a toady to me.
Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective will say, he's getting quite overrated these days. Think what would happen to my salary if that came out in print, eh? The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I've lost worrying about it.
But that would never happen, Grexy.
Every month when the Rance magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I've turned the pages.
Oh, how awful for you. Here, have some of my tea to settle your nerves.
Mmm. Oh, lovely. How very much. That really hits the spot, your ladyship.
Teetotal.
Oh yeah, there's something I was told to talk to you about actually, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, what is it?
I've got an important message for you. I clearly forgot about it until now.
Important message? I don't know what it could be.
Important message.
I knew it! I knew it was gonna say that. Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector?
Yeah, it's about that young lady who's normally by your side. Your assistant.
Dear Susie, is she alright?
She's at the station, isn't she? Being questioned, I believe?
No, not anymore. She had to head off.
Head off? Where?
To Lord Strongheart's office, of course. He's summoned there.
Oh yes, of course. I forgot about that.
One of the whipstocks took her there in a yard carriage after we finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey and go meet her there. She's got a nerve using Scotland Yard as a blooming message service.
I see, well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector.
Why does Susie have to go to see Lord Chief Justice?
She didn't tell me. But I better head over to Lord Chief's office and fetch her right away. Okay. Well, as per usual with Ace Attorney, 4 messages is how much we need. Hey, you want to look at my armband? Inspector Gregson, could you give me your opinion about this, do you think?
We don't tend to share sunshine, not with the general public.
Ugh.
In that case, Gregsy, how about some herbal tea?
Ooh, now that's much better. Yes, yes. Yes, even some of that more of that tea. Very good.
You don't mind sharing that, then? What about the pawnbroker's ticket? No, it's the same, okay. Alright, Luigi, thanks a lot. Guess Luigi doesn't have a whole lot to say, does he? Alright, I guess that's it then. Let's move. So now we can go to Lord Chief Justice's office.
Susie's waiting. We need to go meet her.
Even though the other thing's marked with an exclamation mark, I guess it doesn't really matter what order we go in, does it? British Supreme Court, Lord Chief Justice's office. Well, it's good to see Strongheart again. He's a pretty nice dude. Yes. No matter how many times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressiveness somehow.
Do you think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal.
Oh, so?
I mean, look at that suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you?
Maybe it thinks about the same as you.
So everything's clear with regard to Mo's arrangements, I trust?
Yes, thank you very much.
There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart.
I wonder what they're thinking about. They both look very serious.
Very good. There's nothing further to discuss. You may return to your lodgings. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland.
Wait, what did he just say? You return to your homeland? Susato-san! Oh, Mr. Naruhodo. What was all that about?
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming to elect your colleague.
What's this all about? Why are you talking about Mr. Zato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow?
Tomorrow? But what about Guinea's trial?
You mean... she's been formally charged now? Oh dear. Do we really need to examine this again? I think we do. Those giant suits of armor are still facing each other menacingly across the room.
I just can't understand why anyone would wear things like that in battle. They must be so heavy.
I expect you'd invent some special lightweight suit if it was down to you, wouldn't you, Iris?
Huh. I think if it was me, I'd invent a world where people didn't need to fight each other in the first place.
Oh, she's a pacifist. That's great. Iris, you're a champion.
Well, what do you think? That was a mild answer, wasn't it?
She's 10, Ryunosuke, 10. And she's leading you around by the nose. Yeah, she's a smart cookie.
I love clocks and their mechanisms, don't you? The way all 100 pieces fit together and work as one to move the hands of a single timepiece.
Yes, I can imagine clocks are just your cup of tea.
When I was little, I used to dream of one day living inside a clock, you know?
Well, you'd love Tick-Tock Clock then, I bet. You must be envious of Lord Chief Justice having his office in a place like this, I suppose.
No, not really.
Oh.
Well, I mean, that's a dream for when you're little. If you silly now.
Don't let Lord Strongheart hear you talking like that. There's also the books.
Oh my goodness, just look at all these books.
Yes, there are books about the judicial system of all different Western nations.
Even for someone like me, it'd take at least 10 days to read all those.
Just 10 days?
Oh, I was only joking, you know. I thought it'd be fun to play up with my genius.
Scarily believable with you, that's the trouble. What about the chair?
Ugh, I've always dreamt of sitting on a huge desk like that and looking important.
Why don't you try it then? Discreetly, of course.
Alright, I will. Tell me how I look. Well, Erno, what do you think?
A little too discreet, I can't even see you. They didn't feel like animating that, I guess. That would have been cute, though. I think that's everything. Hey, Susato, look at my armband. It means a great deal to me, you know? Oh. Okay. It's the same shit. What about the pawnbroker's ticket? So about this. Wait, I must have more time to examine it thoroughly. Really, there's no need. If it's not relevant at the moment, you can just say so. Susato takes everything so seriously. Alright, let's converse. Hey Susato, what's all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here can continue just as... That's not what I asked! What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He's fallen ill.
Oh no.
Professor Mikotoba? Oh. That would be a reason enough for her to go back, wouldn't it? We haven't seen this man since the start of the game. We received an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. And I can't talk, apparently. 10 days ago, Father collapsed with a fever. The cause is apparently unknown. And it seems he grows weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you're aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital, Tokyo, takes some 50 days. I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. Well, I can understand why she'd have to leave then now.
I'll leave London first thing tomorrow morning.
I can't believe this is happening. I'll miss you, though.
So Gina's been charged? She'll have to appear in court?
Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago, and the day of the trial has already been set for tomorrow.
No, not even 24 hours later?
Gina? Oh, the Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. An all too transsuspicious case. The pickpocket was clearly the stir of mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. Now the yard's overstretched as it is, without wasting time on those open shut cases.
It's not wasting time. Gina would never do something like that.
Mr. Naruhodo,
Yes, Lord Strongheart?
in defense of your fine service to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now.
Of course, Lord Strongheart.
Criminals will tell the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it may take to unravel all their untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. We have far more serious matters with which to contend.
Serious matters?
Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday?
Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday.
It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not to remind you of that. "3 minutes precisely until my next meeting. You must excuse me."
There's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart.
Which is...
It's Miss Lestrade's trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her.
a timely suggestion.
Sorry?
The girl currently has no representation.
That's not fair. Yes, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial.
Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford a representation of public defender. The accused need only sign the relevant paperwork, and a defensive barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young girl in question has refused the right.
Why would she do that?
A question you would do well to direct at Miss Lestrade. You'll find her at the local prison.
Yes, thank you.
Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you.
What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susanoo-san about to leave.
Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Iris. We must make haste. But Susie... You're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have packing and things to do? As Mr. Naruhodo's judicial assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can.
Damn, she's really gonna, like... She's really gonna help me instead of going to see her dad? Damn. Thank you, Miss Susanoo. Very pensive look. If I'm honest, this is completely thrown me off. I'll just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Ooh, that's some good ass clock sounds. Sorry, I just had to listen to that for a minute. That was some clean ass. That was some clean clock sounds. Alright, we haven't gone to the hospital yet. Why don't we try that? 16th of April, St. Sinner's Hospital, Ward 3.
Hurley! Oh, Mr. Sholmes is nowhere to be seen.
Oh, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in the bed by the window, didn't she?
Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley is being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not so sure about that, baby or not. There's no question that it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered.
Oh dear. I do hope Mr. Sholmes will be alright.
Hello, what have you here? This wall's off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing here, eh? Why do you have Gregson's theme song?
Well, I'll have you know we're Hurley's next of kin.
Eh? Oh, well, begging your pardon then, ma'am. A little lady and a curious Eastern pair. The great mystery solvers, a mysterious family, eh? If that's how you see us, sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe he's currently on the operating theatre, ma'am, undergoing extensive operation.
Extensive?
It's been several hours since he went in.
Oh my. Has there been some kind of problem?
Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is.
No?
I've heard a report of the gentleman's claims he may have had a little too much drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it'd be fair to assume he won't be back in here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable.
Oh, poor Hurley. Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, yes? What is it, Mrs. Otto?
I hope you won't think me selfish, but do you think we could perhaps go visit Gina? I just realized that I won't have another opportunity to say farewell.
Yes, of course. Susato-san may not see Gina again before she has to leave. I wish I knew what Susato-san was thinking. Anyway, let's go back to the prison then. I can't examine? No, I can. Oh. Can I investigate anything here? I can investigate this. There's a notice board on the wall here, look. Let's see, what does it say? Thought of the day on seeing any vermin, calmly and discreetly inform matron.
Oh yes, they have rats and mice in hospitals like this that love to feast on all the medicine. If you don't deal with them, there's nothing left to treat the patients.
Rats and mice? Oh, I see. This is a rather old building, I suppose.
But the doctors and nurses are all very good here.
I certainly hope so, for Mr. Shulm's sake. Yeah, it does kind of look all bustled up. I can't even examine the sign? That's weird. Is it gonna be, like 2 things I can examine? I wonder what these are. Do you have any idea, Iris?
Oh, have you ever seen crutches before? Let me explain. They're for people with leg injuries, to help them walk. You hold one under each arm, you see? Yeah, you can be like Walter Jr. Alright. I thought they were weapons of some sort. Why would there be weapons in a hospital? I thought maybe a fighter been injured in a battle contest and brought here along with his weapons. That's surprisingly possible. What? I was actually smarter than Iris for once? Okay, well, wait, hang on. I can examine the bed. This must be Mr. Shulman's bed. Per Hurley. I know. Looks as stiff as a board, doesn't it? Oh, I don't think that'll bother him. No? I often find him asleep face down on the floor, completely dead to the world. I gotta call the police if I see or something like that.
Okay, well, that's it then. You know, I haven't taken a drink in a hot second, so I should probably take a sip. There we go. Alright, cell number 13 again. Oh! Hello again, Gina. She's got the gun again.
What are you lot here for now?
Have the muzzle of that grenade launcher shoved in your face again, obviously.
I think I need to improve the way you load your ammunition to that thing, don't I?
Look, you can come here as many times as you like. I ain't got nothing more to say yet.
Gina? I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
What?
I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Eh? Farewell?
Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again.
Oh, right.
I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it'll be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris, so miserable.
Susie. Well, that ain't my business.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They put their faith in you. But somehow, you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them.
Yeah, that's right, I can't. What of it?
It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
Eh? What is my fault?
Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now, I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve, that you don't deserve the faith they've invested in you.
Eh?
Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
What are you talking about? What you expect me to do, eh?
You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your untruths. What about what you said before, Guinea? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant.
No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Yeah, it's too bad we don't have psych locks. Gina, I could be wrong, but... is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about the trial? Yeah, this trial has been, like, the center point recently. The one in which Magnus McGilda was acquitted.
Ah,
The case of the mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now?
Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The cop got hold of me and shoved me in the witness stand.
Based on your testimony, Mr. McGilda was declared innocent.
Yeah, well, thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff.
I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing. And then I heard that loud thud, like someone falling on the floor.
And that's when Mr. McGilda discovered you?
Yeah. He pulled me up from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There weren't much light to see why, but when I looked at me hands, I had the cow's blood all over them. I was so scared, couldn't even speak.
You had his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina that witnessed on the roof decks. It was Gina that the witness saw on the roof. Fuck, I can't read. It was Gina that the witnesses saw on the roof decks saw through the skylight.
Then, Mr. McGill is starting asking you questions, I suppose? Who you were, and why you were hiding under the seat?
Yeah, he did. Only, that's not all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threaten you how?
He made me swear what I seen, what I did, and what he was gonna do about after the cow was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did that, he said he'd leave it to a Scott before the coppers showed up.
Wait, so Mr. McGilda's not as nice as we thought he was. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. I mean, he's dead, so no harm in telling now, right? Holy shit. You said McGilda made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in the pitch black apartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGill sitting above your head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud about him hitting the floor, and let out a little scream. Couldn't help it. McGill heard that and dragged me up by my arm. That's when I saw it. He was on the floor next to the old geezer what had been stabbed. A disc all bright and shiny.
A disc?
Do you mean...
Yeah, that's it. The one that he took off me at Windybanks.
So the music box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus?
Not for long, McGeady spotted it straight away. He picked it up smart and just stuffed it in his side pocket.
So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder?
And the ball trotter told me. I wouldn't have about a word of it to no one. Because it was so dark on that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably that was Mr. McGilda getting on board?
Nah, not only him.
Oh.
Because I definitely make out footsteps of two people.
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilda and the victim.
Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason.
In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilda claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
We do know all that.
And your own testimony, Gina, supported this.
Yeah, that wasn't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time, in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. Sound of the horses and wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilda and the victim knew each other.
So McGilda was lying, as I suspected. Ooh, this is getting good, man. I'm loving this.
I knew it weren't going to take long before someone raised the alarm and the bloke had been killed. Yes, you're quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly. Just when the cab came to a stop, McGilda told me to eye back on the seat again. I climbed in and waited. The two cows from up top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right, and after they're gone, McGilda asked the driver to do him a favour.
A favor? Oh, this is new, I think. Do I remember how to do my McGilda voice?
Now then, fella, what I need you to do is take this coat off of mine and deposit it with a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas.
A nearby pawnbroker. You mean on Baker Street?
Yup, you got it. Use Windy Banks. The coachie snapped up the money and ran off the coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one else left in the carriage. McGill did open the box under the seat. And let me get out of there, but not without conditions. I see.
Conditions.
What were Mr. McGilda's conditions, then? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not 10 or so, not for anything, but what I saw, what I heard. And there was something else as well.
There's more?
Yeah, this is the most important thing, he said. I'm after saying the coachman all leave there for me, with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? Yes, you go pop me your weasel, right? Aye, the fiend's taking me for overcoat to deposit with their pawnbroker's hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. You understand? What? You want me to have a ticket? That's right, and I'll come back fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. Yeah, hang on for it till then. Is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop with your bank, so it is, and you're to extend the loan after the 2 months it's up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited, and any old fiend can come along and buy it. Yeah? But I ain't got any kind of brass. Here's £5. That should be enough. Do you understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now, if you go against me. Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I have no doubt. The coppers? Aye, they'll be coming to ask you to take the stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it you might say? What is it you want?
This is kind of a sinister portrait here. With the silhouettes and everything.
After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Goes for from there as that could. He had the pawnbroker stick in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it next day once it got dark.
So McGill had planned it. And coerced Gina into giving false testimony.
Oh shit.
I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied. In that big old courtroom, I told some cockers. The thing is, you said you make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with.
What a wicked man.
He knew everything went back in the slums. He knew he had no one to go look after us, and we all was just looking out for each other, getting by together. See, man, Mr. McGillicuddy would have, in an heartbeat, he could have had all of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could we have gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have no choice.
Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything.
But, I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it, you must be livid.
Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor.
A favour? What?
Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial.
Eh?
If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us.
Investigate what?
The scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see?
You what?
Hurley's having a big operation right now, Guinea.
Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Shield's gonna be alright, right?
That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything.
Right. So what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy, is that it?
Something like that. Mrs. Otto?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers right here.
I don't need no one else to stick up for me though. No lawyer, nothing.
Poor Guinea. She seems so lonely.
Gina's representation papers as evidence. I reckon we gotta show that to, Gregson, right? Paperwork signed by Gina to put me in charge of her defense. Showing this to Scotland Yard detectives gains us access to the crime scene. Well, at least this should mean we can investigate the scene at Windy Banks now.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Guinea when we're done there.
I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us, at least. And now I have our representation papers. No one else knows just what responsibility is. Or what responsibility that is. Anyway, for now it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us investigating at Windy Banks. Oh, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. To be continued. I guess there's going to be a fourth investigation, huh? Alright. Well then. Here, let's start start overwriting this shit. Alright. Well, I think we'll have to do that in the next episode then. 'Cause it's getting late. And also Coffee's probably gonna wake up right about now, so I have the hiccups. Yep, fuck. Okay, yeah, she did wake up. So, this will probably be a good time to end the episode for today. We'll do some more of it tomorrow. I mean, I already played this game today, actually. It's just, you know, I'm doing more of it. I did some more of it tonight. But, as always, guys, make sure to like and subscribe to me on YouTube and Twitch. I hope the audio doesn't sound like butt. I hope it sounds alright. Yeah. And, tomorrow, we're gonna do some more, we're gonna do some more Great Ace Attorney. And if Jose wants, and if Jose is ready, maybe we'll actually get to do the Metal Gear 2 race. That'd be awesome. Alright, guys. Well, I'll see you then. So, bye.